Honorable Chairman, sir, on behalf of my party, I support this undisclosed foreign income and assets imposition of tax bills 2015. Sir, there is no doubt that this type of enactment was needed long back. But I have some debatable questions in respect of merit of the bill is concerned. Basically, the question is whether this bill is really made inbuilt provision for establishing the charges at all or not. I will come there. Before that, I say this bill does not make any provision for bringing back the black money from the foreign countries to this country itself. If I correctly remember, on several occasions, the Honorable Finance Minister stated before this House that the government was going to bring bill in respect of the undisclosed foreign income and assets for the purpose of bringing back the black money into the country. My humble question to the Honorable Finance Minister and the Minister of State Finance is here. Can you show us any single provision whereby and whereunder this our government is empowered to bring back black money into the country itself? Any provision. I can understand the provisions, 30% penalty, 30% taxes, penalties, etc. That's a different purposes. बातों का जादू में कुछ नहीं होता है साहब, काम करना होगा. बातों का जादू तो बहुत हो गया. 100 दिन का अंदर ब्लैक मनी ले आएगा और 15 लाख रुपया करके हर आदमी को दे देंगे अकाउंट में. अभी अभी प्राइम मिनिस्टर बोला था एक स्पीच में, मेरा सामने में बोल रहा है क्योंकि मेरा ऊपर विश्वास है. ठीक, विश्वास तो 125 करोड़ आदमी आपको किया था एक बरस पहले. 100 दिन का अंदर आप ब्लैक मनी ले आएंगे तो भरोसा तो आप टूट ही दिया. भरोसा तो आप टूट ही दिया. एक पैसा भी नहीं आया तो आपको बातों का भरोसा में देश नहीं चलेगा. Set number of times we are coming up with the enactment. Where is this provision that black money would be brought? आंकड़ा तो मेरा पास नहीं है, हमारा पास नहीं है, हम लोग के पास कुछ का पास नहीं था, लेकिन आंकड़ों थे एक ही आदमी का पास जिन्होंने पहले इलेक्शन का पहले बोला था 15 lakhs would be given to each and every citizen. Therefore आंकड़ों तो उनका पास था, हम लोग का पास नहीं है. तो आंकड़ों को उनका पास है तो आंकड़ों को ले आइए, और वो आदमी ले आओ. उसमें कुछ नहीं होगा, उसमें कुछ नहीं होगा, उसमें कुछ नहीं होगा, सो गया. तो वो आंकड़ों कहां है? Where is that black money? Where is the promise of the Honorable Prime Minister that the black money would be brought within 100 days and 15 lakhs would be given to each and every citizen of the country? He has gone beyond his promise. Sorry to say, sir, with great respect to the Honorable Prime Minister, he has, उनको बातों में जादू है, काम में एकदम काम में कुछ नहीं है. काम में कुछ नहीं है, बातों बातों में दिन गुजार जाते हैं. Sir, now the Honorable Finance Minister is not here, the Honorable Minister of State Finance is here. I said that on behalf of my party I support. Let me come to Section 8 of the Act itself. This provisions are quasi-judicial in character. If no one discloses, then charge has to be framed, then proceeding has to be initiated. It takes the character of the quasi-judicial character, and when the penalty is applied, it is a quasi-criminal in character. Therefore, charge which you will be framed, that has to be established. Now, how can we establish the charges? Under section 8(1)(c), 1(b), you are saying, enforcing the attendance of any person, including any officer of a banking company, and examining him on oath. That is so. If a person stashes away the black money and keeps in the foreign bank, unless the officials of the foreign bank comes up with the documents and gives the evidence, how you will prove it, the charges? How one will prove the charges? If this is the 8(1)(b), banking company has to be brought, officers have to be brought. If someone has taken the money out of the country, has deposited in the foreign bank, information would not do. Because of the agreement, some information comes from the foreign country, would not do. It has to be proved. Each and every transaction has to be proved. Do you think that in all cases foreign banks officials would come and read the evidence in the country? It is an impracticable thinking for the purpose of proving the charges. This is an act, it's all right. For the purpose of the publicity, for the purpose of the doing the things, it is good. For the purpose of achieving the political object, it is good. But in substance, you come to the substance, how you will prove the charges? Unless, that's right, the evidence. If it is not a legal evidence, it cannot be done. And in a case of a legal evidence, one has to bring in the witness box and to prove it. Because right of examination of the affected person is there. How will do it? This is the point. So far section 8 is concerned. Whole charges under the act, the scheme of the act, regarding the framing of the charges itself has to be proved by section 8 itself. How it can be done? Sir, earlier, Somayaji was telling also, earlier 12 times voluntary disclosure scheme were brought in the country. This voluntary scheme, disclosure scheme, is not a new concept under the act. This is an old one, these concepts. In fact, the inbuilt provisions of the acts are akin to some of the provisions of the Income Tax Act itself. Nothing new. It's an old wine in a new bottle, in a new name only. Nothing new. Earlier 12 voluntary disclosure schemes were brought. We want to know how much money had been recovered under that voluntary disclosure scheme itself. Sir, black money is generated in the country itself. Thereafter it is stashed away. If the black money is generated in the country itself, under this act, what preventive measures have been taken by you to stop the generation of the black money itself? To stop the black money itself, you have to stop it at the threshold. At the threshold where it is being generated. How? This act does not speak about that. If the generation of the black money, any type, whether it's a domestic, initially it is a domestic, thereafter it is a foreign. Therefore, generation in the country itself, this act does not speak about that. Sir, unless it is stopped, unless it is prohibited, no good result will come. Come up with a mechanism, we'll appreciate it. Come up with a mechanism specified under the law for stopping all sorts of black money, whether it's the domestic or whether it's the foreign. It has to be stopped. If it is stopped here, everything would go. Sir, next is nobody knows the estimate. Already I have said of black money stashed away. How much amount? Nobody knows. Sir, I have been informed, subject to correction, of course, subject to correction. I have been informed, subject to correction. In 2010, Finance Standing Committee appointed 3 agencies to ascertain the amount of black money stashed away from the country itself. But such report has not yet been disclosed as yet. Oh. But therefore, whether I don't know, that's the reason subject to correction I am telling. Whether any agencies, all right, I will not mind. That's the reason I said subject to the correction. Therefore, whether any report has been submitted by any agencies, anything or not, from that whether we can ascertain the amount of the black money have been stashed away from the country itself. Sir, it is, I most respectfully say, it is nothing new. It's a just show only. This act really doesn't have any teeth. Really doesn't have any teeth. If anybody discloses, that is all right, you will recover the money, 30% with the taxes. If it doesn't discloses, you don't have any teeth to catch it. You are relying upon all evidences which are in the foreign countries, not on the basis of the evidences here. Today in the morning, the Honorable Finance Minister has said that within a minute it is being done. By your laptop, by your everything, within a minute it can be done. Do you think that the person who really keeps huge amount of black money, they are fool? They will keep in your nationalized bank here and transfer it by internet. Do you think? Seriously, do you think about that? Are they fool? Are they fool that I am having 100 crores black money and I am keeping it in my bank? Just which one?
That 4-letter word is unparliamentary. I hope so.
No, fool is not an unparliamentary. Therefore, the persons who are keeping, suppose let's give an example. A person is keeping 50 crores black money. Do you think he will keep it in any bank in India on his account anywhere and it will transfer by within 1 minute? There are examples. Some transactions are made here, 50% are paid in the country, 50% are paid in the foreign countries. How can you do? How can you catch this one?
Under
invoicing system. Therefore, I just say, for your political commitment you have made, you want to establish yourself that you are doing so many things. In effect, you are not doing anything. In substance, you are not doing anything. We are having a full support to you. You bring more stringent provisions, sir. Just 2 minutes, sir. Just more stringent provisions. Will support, wholeheartedly will support you. Wholeheartedly we will support you. You bring more stringent provisions to prevent the generation of black money in the country itself. If you speak 5 minutes, I will speak 10 minutes for your support. But, sorry sir, you are, with great respect,
No, please address the chair.
with a great respect, sir, this bill has no teeth at all. This is only for the purpose of achieving some political goal, nothing more than that. Thank you.